welcome to episode 83 of Unqualified Game Chat. I'm your host, Azario Lopez, and with me today is no other than the beautiful, the bold, the brash.
Yeah, bold and brash.
The brave.
Belongs in the trash. That's the
cunning
joke. I like to think so, but depends on who you ask.
Spencer, the legacy.
Hi, everyone. What's cooking?
You know what's strange is how many new subscribers to this podcast happen in the time that we don't record any episodes.
Yeah, we're the weighted clothing of Noisy Pixel. You know, we actively hold it down.
I just imagine that there's so many people waiting on us, and I feel bad because it's totally not our fault most of the time why the episodes don't come out. Occasionally it is. Occasionally it is. This time, oh man, I was out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Both weeks, I think.
Yeah, you were.
I had we had PAX. I had PAX. We couldn't do it that week, but we did put out a PAX podcast. It was not an Unqualified Game Chat. I'll tell you what, didn't even come close.
If Spencer ain't there, it ain't an Unqualified Game Chat.
It ain't Unqualified.
I hate to tell you.
I will say that I did a panel at PAX, and the whole time in the back of my head, I was thinking how much better an Unqualified Game Chat panel would have been.
Whoa.
Just because they had me moderating with a bunch of people I've never met before. Two of them were okay. One of them was really good on the panel, just like in terms of like keeping up conversation and not really, I don't know, mumbling.
No dead air.
Or
no space.
Yeah. And in my head, I was like, these people would really enjoy just a conversation of you and I, and then us like throwing out free shit. Mm-hmm. Everyone loves free shit.
Everyone loves free shit. We were literally just talking about that like 3 minutes before we started recording. It's so true. Everyone loves free shit. When
I was doing PR years ago now. It's been years.
Man. That was a long time ago.
It was 1 year of not getting free shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was depressed. I gained 60 pounds.
You're going to say 600 pounds.
I gained 600 pounds.
You became Brendan Fraser's whale, and you were like sending out codes to Senran Kagura as
great game, great movie.
I haven't seen it, but
oh my gosh,
I'm in this spot where like I've been so busy and stressed lately that I'm like, I know that movie's gonna make me cry, and I don't know if I have it in me to be like emotional right now. I got too much going on. Well,
it sounds like as an update to your life, it sounds like things are coming up, Spencer.
Things are, I got my goulashes on like Millhouse. Things are coming up, Spencer. I should, within the next less than 2 months, a month and a bit, I should be back in a different place than a guest room. And then
hopefully you don't move for another year.
Yeah.
Moving sucks. Moving's the worst.
Honestly, it's good that I haven't unpacked anything.
Yeah,
I figured I'd
that's
be back
perfect.
Out.
Yeah.
So, but it's moving. Moving is like, it's the most deceptive thing in the world because it sounds so simple. It's like you take thing and put thing somewhere else, but it's so stressful and so busy and so time consuming and so draining. That
I had a suitcase from PAX and from my from the Star Wars Survivor press event, but those were back to back, so I just had a suitcase, and when I came home I literally just laid the suitcase on the ground. It was just open in my room for until like a week, yesterday. I think I decided to put the clothes away. Like, it was just there, all the stuff inside of it. I don't know. I think when you're gone for that long of a time, you start remembering the smaller things that you need to do around your place of living in terms of like cleaning or small projects that you have to do, or are you just too lazy to do it? Have you seen any good movies lately?
I saw Mario on the weekend. And you know what? I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I had a lot of fun watching it.
It was only an hour long, wasn't it? So
hour and a half.
I've not seen it.
It's fine. It's totally fine. That's how I would describe it. Like, I had no faith because Illumination kind of blows chunks.
I can't do the Minions, man.
It's just not good stuff.
I think I thought we all liked the Minions, ironically, but then I realized that no, there's people that like the Minions.
There's a whole theme park of their shit. But so I was like, man, this is gonna suck. It's gonna be all pop culture references. It's gonna have a big dance party at the end, and I'm gonna kill myself. And then I went to the movie, and it was fine. And like, there was a couple of the licensed songs I don't think were like necessary, but for the most part, like the score was really nice. It was like all tastefully adapted Mario songs,
Rihanna songs on there and stuff. And Drake.
No, there's one scene, and I only know this from Twitter, where they play "Take on Me" when they're driving around in Kong City, which is really not fitting. And then they posted on Twitter that there was a cut song that was a really, really nice remix of the Donkey Kong Country theme that was gonna be that was supposed to play there.
To be in it, yeah.
But they replaced it with the licensed song, and I was like, that sucks.
And did they not? Didn't they not credit the dude who made some of that music? Poor
Grant Kirkhope. Every song with lyrics has like 5 lines saying who made it and stuff in the credits. And then Donkey Kong Rap is Donkey Kong Rap from DK64.
No.
That's all it says. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. That poor guy. It's surrounded by all these song titles that have like all these names, and for the score and stuff, Koji Kondo was credited. So it's really strange that Grant Kirkhope just wasn't. But
the problem is that it's not like a hidden secret that he's the one who wrote it. Like everybody talks about it. It's like
the most memed Nintendo song.
It's something that you kind of know. So he's very outspoken that he wrote it. You didn't have to dig very deep to be like, oh, this guy wrote it.
Yeah, he's joked about it all the time. He's like, I made like the worst rap ever, and everybody loves it. I don't know what happened. Like, he jokes about it all the time. So it's very, very obvious that he made it. And it's fucked up.
I heard it's like Mario references every 5 seconds, and it's like
there's a lot of just Nintendo ones in the background. They're done pretty tastefully though. They're not annoying.
I heard Princess Peach is pretty hot, isn't it?
I guess. Sure. I don't know.
I'll be the judge.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to tell for myself. Thank you. But yeah, no, it was a fun movie. I saw John Wick also. It was great. John Wick is like, you know what you're getting, and they give it to you as good as possible. So it's just always fun.
A popcorn classic.
5 popcorn bags, 2 bags of soda, and a little pistol that just shoots the noise. It just makes the noise, no bullets.
Yeah, and it has like a little dog tag on it.
Yeah, so you can pretend to be your own pocket-sized Jonathan Wick. Yeah, no, those are good. And I think that's it. I haven't seen Dungeons and Dragons. Everyone says that that's fun.
I watched it. I didn't watch Mario movie. I watched that one. It's charming. It's fun.
Okay, maybe I'll check that out soon.
It's Dungeons and Dragons.
I only played Dungeons and Dragons, I think, once or twice with the group. And it's because I didn't take it seriously, but not in the way that like I was like above it. It was that everything I do, I make stupid. I can't help it. I am stupid.
Yeah, I'm always like chaotic neutral.
All I did was the bungle spell because it made everybody trip and die. And they got mad at me.
I always rolled if ever we saved a woman, I always rolled to like hold her hand.
Oh, that's so sweet and chivalrous of you.
And she never wanted to.
I would just always they'd be like, you can summon a familiar. And I'd be like, I summon Crash Bandicoot. And they'd be like, you can't do that. And I'd be like, I summon Crazy Frog. And they'd be like, you can't do that.
the song? The crazy
song?
Frog?
Just the frog.
From the
song, yeah.
I hate that frog.
And don't fucking talk shit about Crazy Frog. He's epic. And then like I really enjoyed the bungle spell because like it would just make people trip and drop shit and be stupid. So every time an enemy would attack us, I would bungle them. It was awesome. But that's a very specific personality that you're working with me. So I understand, but I had a lot of fun. But I never got super into it. So I don't know.
Well, good update.
What can I? And I played Dead Space Remake.
Finally, that's pretty good.
It was excellent.
Did you beat it twice?
To quote a really cool internet meme, "Ain't nobody got time for that."
You have to get the secret ending from the new game plus.
I'll just YouTube it. That's a long game. It's like 10 hours or something.
You're bumming me out, man.
I thought, so many games I want to play now.
I thought this month of absence would have changed you a little bit.
I played it once.
What, 10 minutes in? 10 minutes in and you're already bumming me out?
10 minutes, 37 seconds. And for your information, I played it once. There's so many games that to play. I'm sure I'll revisit it one day, but I have so many dang games that I want to get to. And Battle Network Collection's coming out this month. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is coming out this month.
Yeah, the Noisy Pixel review of the Battle Network Collection is out
today or yesterday.
Today, this morning. This morning.
Yeah, I saw that on YouTube. I was like, whoa. Yeah. So
you actually like those games?
I love Battle Network. Yeah,
I've never played them.
They rock. They also have like one of my favorite art styles ever. My very favorite art style ever.
I love Mega Man's design in them. Mm-hmm. He's like kind of slim, kind of.
I love how they took all the Robot Masters and shit and gave them completely different redesigns that are still really cool. Like none of them are like. It's like it's sort of like how Marvel had the Ultimate Universe for a while. I don't know if you ever read comics, but they'd have the main universe and then the Ultimate Universe, where it'd be like a different universe's version of this character. So they'd have a slightly more 2000s redesign,
like Unlimited X-Men, or
like how a lot of the costumes in the Marvel movies are based off the Ultimate costumes because they are more. It was basically like a modern reboot that takes place in a different universe, so they're not actually rebooting. So that starts in the 2000s. So it was a cool modernish look at, combined with the internet motif of Battle Network that I love. So yeah, I love those games. They also have really nice soundtracks. Also, they've inspired a lot of indie games. There's a lot of like Battle Network-esque indie games. It's quite impressive.
There's that one Last Eden or something like that. I forgot what it's called. It's a more recent one.
People love those GBA games.
Yeah. With that said, intro's over. The show's recorded sometimes,
and it goes up sometimes.
Hopefully, this goes up on Thursday. Come on, Azario, get your shit together.
You got this.
Get your shit together, dude.
I believe in Azario Lopez.
It's absolutely my fault. I'll tell you that we recorded a episode not too long ago, and I haven't posted it yet.
We do. There's a prequel episode.
Yeah, so
we're release it out of order like Star Wars.
Yeah, this is episode 83. But there's an episode 82, and it'll come. It's a good one.
It'll come out when you deserve it.
The problem is that it's a good one. Sometimes
a scrappable one. It's a good.
Oh yeah, it's like one that I like to.
I don't even remember it.
Oh, it's good
because it was like a month ago. A lot of stuff's happened since then. E3 died.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I was planning to go.
I'm like. Well, now you can go to Anime Expo.
Yeah, but
Anime Expo is way cooler than E3. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, but that's expensive to not go with everybody. I do want to go to Mariotopia, whatever your fucking Universal is called.
Wait, so you already planned your trip and everything?
No, I didn't buy anything. I was starting. I was in the preliminary, setting off dates and setting off places.
I think ultimately what killed E3 was the people who ran it. Yeah. They were the ESA. It's funny how like press media like to put shit on E3 and like, oh, it's work, blah blah blah. I'm glad it's over. E3 needs to end. I get it, that's fun. But they weren't the ones that had to deal with the logistics of the show, where to buy a booth space is so much money. Like they were charging these people so much fucking money,
thousands of dollars.
Oh, like, whew, like depending on the size, that's why you had companies like going like doing like both of them in one.
In one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And so like, I'm in the camp where it's sad that E3 couldn't adapt to this new approach because companies just found it easier. Well, I could talk directly to my audience.
It's true.
Through
It loses all the charm, but it's effective. So it's I was trying to phrase it to someone, but I couldn't like. I think I was talking to Will, but I couldn't like phrase it in my head. But you know how everything went from like the weird logos they had in the 90s and 2000s that were like blocky and colorful and shit to like apple, round, white, maybe gray, maybe black, like one color, smooth, sterile logos. Like that's what the transition from E3 to Summer Game Fest and Nintendo Directs.
When I was like 12 and 13, 14, I remember every day I would bring up a stream and I would watch these E3 videos that came out, because usually
on G4 on my TV.
Well, yeah, back then you would have to wait for one of those places. Yeah. And then once I hit like the age of like 20, 21, they were like live streaming them. And it was, but it was very bad resolution. And you had to like find a place that was actually showing it.
Like IGN's stream of it, or like on their website, or like YouTube wasn't as centralized of a thing.
No,
it was like,
no.
Oh, you just type E3 stream
YouTube,
and like 5 show up.
No, you had to go to like Justin TV and try to find
fucking Justin TV,
some type of person that's
so weird.
That paid for the E3 stream or E3 access or something. It was a very weird time, but I love doing it. I had a bowl of cereal, watching the reveals, crying a little bit.
It's true.
So it sucks that magic's gone.
It does. It was going for a long time, but at least there was still some.
It does suck that that all we have is Keeley.
Yeah, it does. It's like I said, it's more like businessy, sterile. Like I don't know. It's really everything feels like Apple now, where it's just like, oh, that shirt is smooth looking, but it's not really characteristic.
Were you at the E3 that Bethesda had like the chain smokers there, and they had like a Ferris wheel? And
oh, I remember the Ferris wheel. Yeah,
and there was like Evil Within 2 or whatever was shown.
I remember that. It was in like a weird like hedge.
Yeah,
like, not maze, but like a weird hedged off area. And
those things are insane, dude.
They gave out like beer cozies.
Yeah, Ubisoft had some fun like events. We don't get that anymore.
Parking lot.
We don't get that anymore. There's not these huge like parties like that anymore. It's
true. I'm in the weird spot where it's like I don't want to complain too much because most people who want to have attended E3 couldn't ever.
Well, fuck that, because that event in general, there was so many people who were in there who shouldn't have been there. Just like random like girls and their fucking like businessy boyfriends, like they're dressed for like a cocktail party, and I'm like, you guys are not fitting in to this.
You guys are not gamers.
Well, they were clearly just like the upper, the elite like chair people,
stockholders of
just like random stockholders, and then their shitty cokehead friends, you know.
Man, that's it. E3 parties are as close as I will get in my entire life to living Succession. That's so depressing. That's so fucked up.
I love Succession. That's my favorite TV show.
I'm almost done season 2. I just started this week, and last week, and I fucking love it.
Oh, you're in for such a wild
ride. And I keep watching, and I know that it's the opposite message the show is sending, and I just keep being like, fuck, I wish I was rich. God, I wish I was rich. Damn.
Because they have rich people problems. That's like...
It's true. And listen, money cannot buy you happiness. Okay, but it can remove the negative parts.
No, it absolutely can.
If you don't worry about paying rent or mortgage or food or any of that, God, That's so cool. I was like, that rocks. That's enough to be like, wow.
No. Money absolutely can buy happiness. It's not even.
Maybe it couldn't before, but we live in a society where it 100% can and does now. So
yeah, maybe your grandma's world. Money.
But now E3's dead and money runs rampant.
So what events do you have your eyes set on? PAX West?
None.
TGS?
I don't know.
What are we doing, Spencer? Where are we going?
I don't know.
Where's Unqualified Game Chat panel gonna take place?
I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure finances out, because like the first couple months after you move, you're strict.
Oh yeah,
because that's an expensive life.
Yeah, because you're like, oh shit, I don't have this spatula, or
yeah. Be like me, I'm like, oh, I don't have a coffee table, so that's a couple $100.
You don't need a coffee table.
But my place is so small that it would also be a dinner table. Like I need a table.
That's kind of cute. You get one of those Japanese, like with the blanket on them. Persona 4.
Is it Kotatsu?
Yeah,
I was right. It's the Kotatsu table.
Oh, you right. Gaijin boy.
No, it's because of Gintama.
I know it's a Persona 4.
No, I might get one of those ones. They're like $150 on Amazon, and it's like you lift the top part, so you have storage, and you can put it like over you for like dinner if you're eating on a couch. I might get that because that's probably more practical. Yeah, so I'm not for a while, unfortunately, but I'm looking. I'll figure out. Yeah,
I'm planning on going to New York pretty soon. Maybe I'll take a trip to Canada and see this summer.
Come to Toronto.
Maybe Mark and I will come see ya, say hi. We'll all go get some prescription pills, and then I'll head back to
exactly
to North America.
You can go to Toronto, which the best description I've ever seen for Toronto is from 30 Rock, and they say it's like New York but without all the stuff. That's literally what Toronto is. You come see that. Come see our CN Tower and stuff.
See it.
I don't know. Yeah.
CN it.
CN it. Come see our scary streets.
I swear we talk about video games on this podcast.
I said Dead Space earlier. That's a video. We did it. We filled it.
I've been playing so many games that I've been reviewing a lot of games lately. When I'm happier, I review more games. Just so you know.
I needed, with everything that happened in my life, I was like, I need a break from a lot of things. So I took a bit of a review break after Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, dude. You know what? And that's fair. That is fair, because games really require you to be checked in. Yeah. And
playing games for a review is different than playing games for fun, because
you're
have
not
to pay more attention.
Yeah, you paying attention, you can't check out your it's not a distraction because you're working, so you can't really use it as a distraction. And then if you try to do something else while you have a game for review, you feel like you're fucking wasting people's time, because you should be working on the game that you're supposed to review. So why are you putting time into this game? Like you start you start beating up yourself even more. It's a shitty, like, weird situation. When people say they're playing games for fun, I'm like, I scoff.
It's easy to forget what that's like.
Yeah.
To be like, oh yeah,
I'm jealous.
So that's why I was like, man, I can't think of deadlines right now outside of like my daily work hours. So I need to so I played God of War Ragnarok. It was good. Really enjoyed that. Played.
You know what I got through again? Ghostwire on that, but I played it on Series X.
I saw that one. I read that yesterday.
Yeah, that's that update. They really held back the best parts of that game for a year just to get out of that exclusivity deal.
What did it add?
Dude, so the second half of the story is almost completely like fixed. Wow. Like it's not. You don't have to do side quests to understand some of the other nuances of the main story. They rearranged some of the story elements and added story elements to make it more clear as to what happened at the end.
That's cool.
super cool. Super
like
cool.
that.
There's also a like new school that you can explore, and it's like a haunted house style thing. Very scary.
That's
Counterattack parries are in. So if you do a perfect block, you can follow it up with an attack. So your skill tree is advanced, and then you have a 30 level like kind of like a roguelike thing that you go through. If you die, you start back at level 1, but you retain a lot of the stuff that you got.
That's
but
cool.
that's more like testing your skills, and that kind of resets all your skills too. But what I like about it is they didn't just reuse the old skill tree from the main game for this. They created a whole new skill tree for this new mode, a spider's thread mode.
That's sick.
Yeah, and there's a story to it.
That game didn't get its flowers, you know.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I agree. It should have had more powers because you run out pretty quick of just like new things. But everything else but that, like, man, it was just so aesthetically unique and so fun to just run around. Like,
find a random laptop and just read just new text that, and you look on it, it's just somebody looking up crap of it's a great game.
It's a great game.
It's a great game. I played that. I played Hunt the Night. I put that review out, and that's more of an indie action game, but it was super hard, and I wasn't expecting to play such a hard game, and I ended up having fun. But it's one of those games where it's not like an RPG where you can just grind and get stronger and then face the boss again. You're kind of just stuck with your own skills, and they give you the toolbox. You use it or you don't, but you got to use it to get through these fights, and you can just die as many times as you want and just like try again. That's like your best bet. You know, games that kind of do that though are like, what's that one like boss rush kind of game? It's like an indie game. I forget what it's called. But I think those games are needed, you know, like even Dark Souls games can be kind of cheesed through if you have enough time to just farm souls.
It's true. If you pretty much, it's like the RPG mindset of like, you can get to level 99 in the starting town if you're insane, if you're willing to spend like 50 hours just doing random battles.
There's an old GameFAQs guide of a guy who did Final Fantasy VII and got to level 99 in the first area where Cloud,
oh my god,
gets off the
train.
Off the train, yeah.
Oh my god, that's one of those things where it's like, it's cool that I know now that that's possible, but God, why did you do that? You poor SOB.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like that.
He's like, people
the one I always looked at was Roxas getting to level 99 in Cage 2, because you don't even play as him after the first like 3 hours.
Oh,
so not only was that like, not only were you insane, but you don't even benefit the rest of the game from that. You benefit for like an hour.
What's crazy is like nothing unlocks at that point. Yeah. You know, it's not like you get anything after a certain level, and there's crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy people. So what are we looking forward to? We're looking forward to Star Wars Survivor. Star Wars Jedi.
I love
Survivor.
Star Wars. The Jedi Fallen Order.
Battle Network.
Love Battle Network. Advance Wars.
Ooh, Advance Wars. Finally.
Can't wait for that one.
Finally, Advanced Wars.
What else is there?
I'm checking out the.
I bought Tron Identity, but I haven't played it yet.
Why did you buy it? Did you buy it because you like Tron? You're a Tron boy?
I love Tron. I'm a Tron head. Ever since I was a little boy. When I was a little boy, I would watch only animated movies because I thought real people movies were boring. That's verbatim what I would say. I would watch Tron.
The Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered games are coming out.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool. Although the only physical is the limited one, right?
There was a standard, but it sold out pretty quick.
It was only on the Square Enix shop too.
I bought the limited because the standard was sold out. So I'll do an unboxing of it, but it really sucked seeing that applied to my my credit card, or I think I put it on.
It's like the worst feeling.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
It's like on PSVR 2 when on my credit card, I was like,
Trinity Trigger's cool from Xseed. Yeah, a few good games. A few good games are coming.
A few good games.
My birthday's next month, so
get
ready for me to continuously update you on that.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Hopefully we'll have an episode up by next month. We'll have a couple more episodes to remind people of your birthday, I think.
Yeah. And I also take this time to remind you that we have a Patreon. It's
true. I also take this time to remind you I like money also. Send it in the mail. Because I don't have a... I don't even think I have anything online where people can donate money because I don't do anything. So
you have
why
PayPal.
would you? Yeah, I'm not going to give up my fucking PayPal to people and be like, hey, give me money.
Yeah, don't do that. Well, that's the episode.
Yeah. A welcome reunion.
A welcome reunion. We're not fighting. We're still friends.
We're still friends. Yeah.
So we'll see you all next week. We'll see you all next week. Noisy Pixel.